guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you, Pisces? This series of readings, just like the last one, is date and time specific because I'm looking at the transit of Pluto into Aquarius, which occurred on March 23rd. Pluto moved into 0 degrees of Aquarius. Now, Pluto, I'm going to tell you what's coming up for this reading. I'm going to devote a little bit of time to Pluto's transit into Aquarius, what it means, because that's what my subscribers have been asking for. So if you're new to the channel and you're not interested in hearing about Pluto in Aquarius and all the good juicy details, you just move your cursor ahead till you start seeing me throw cards. And then that'll be the reading. But the reading is based on Pluto moving into Aquarius, so I'll just say that. The first thing that's important about Pluto is that it's a generational planet, and he moves very slowly. So ballparking it, 20 years to get through a sign, roughly 240 years to go around the sun, sometimes longer, sometimes less, depending on retrogrades. So none of us have a Pluto return, hallelujah, but some of us can have a Pluto square, and some of us can have a Pluto opposition. So those of you that have Pluto in Scorpio, all of you born between 1983 and 1995, depending on the month, because there will be some of you that are right on the other side of 1983 and some of you on the other side of 1995, but that date range all have Pluto in Scorpio. So when the transiting Pluto hits that same degree point in Aquarius that you have Pluto in Scorpio, that will be your Pluto square. And squares are challenging geometry. Think the floor meets the wall. That's a really unyielding situation. So there can be, a struggle, an important challenge that you have to deal with, face, and overcome. So boomers born between 1939 and 1958, again with the caveat that you might be on the fringes of that. If you have Pluto in Leo, you will have your Pluto opposition because Pluto in Aquarius will be opposite your Pluto in Leo. And oppositions, to me, I feel it's more of a tango. We have to negotiate the energy. There's a little bit of tension, but it isn't anything that can't be sort of tweaked. So I wanted to let you know about that. Generally speaking, Pluto is going to impact us more as a collective and on a global scale. It's not like the personal planets, which really do impact us on a daily basis. So most of us, the rest of us that don't fall into those two generational groups that I described, just find where 0 degrees of Aquarius is, meaning what house does it fall in on your chart. And that's the area of life that will most likely be impacted by you on a personal level. But remember that, Pluto's really working out his stuff in a more global way. Pluto represents subconscious forces. Everything below the surface is therefore referred to as the Lord of the Underworld. Rules the sign of Scorpio and the 8th house of, growth, change, transformation, but also death and rebirth. So the upside of Pluto is there is renewal, there is rebirth, there is regeneration. But it does represent endings and new beginnings. So you can think of the Judgment card in Tarot is Pluto. That's Pluto's energy, right? And what does that card depict? That card depicts the archangel with the bugle, with the horn, calling the sinners up out of their graves, awakening them so that they can seek redemption and second chances at life, love, happiness, yada, yada, yada. So let that card be a guide for you as to the energy of Pluto. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus. Uranus is very unpredictable, so it's the great awakener. So we like to say, expect the unexpected. Anything can happen and probably will. So you may not see it coming. Be prepared. Now, think when Pluto changes signs, planet like Pluto, just like when Saturn moved into your sign, Pisces, in early March, and I talked about he's going to take on the disposition of your ruling planet, which is Neptune. And I talked about that a little bit. So now Pluto's going to take on the disposition of Aquarius's ruling planet, which is Uranus. So now put together the great destroyer, Lord of the Underworld, taking on the disposition of, and I'm not going to let you see it coming. So expect the unexpected. Could be a lot of shock and awe on the horizon. But usually with the Aquarian themes of the collective, of humanitarian aims and goals. So Pluto hasn't been in Aquarius since the 1700s. I want to say 1777, around there. The French Revolution, American War of Independence, the rise of classical music, the development of the first theories about black holes in space. Those last few were Aquarian themes, right? Music, innovation, space exploration. So, and think of the wars as Pluto. Because things holding back, the French Revolution, there was this uprising. Here in America, there was an uprising to gain our independence. So that's very Plutonian and Aquarian together. So I think this shift, this time around, Pluto and Aquarius will be looking more at equal opportunities and progress for all of humanity, for all of the, the divine's children on this planet. Will also be about innovations in technology. Think AI. The internet may look totally different 20 years from now. More fresh ideas and a focus on individualism. I know. So I kind of am jazzed by it. And for you personally, the archetype of Pluto is going to represent how you transform, how you regenerate, how you bounce back. And sitting on this 0 degree mark of Aquarius is giving you a little glimpse, a little peek, a preview of your growth trajectory over the next 20 years. So, enough about that. Let's jump in, shall we? We're going to look at Aquarius's influences, Pluto's influences, your connection in general. And then we will take a peek at the same themes for your beloved in the extended. All right, here we go, Pisces. You can be here as a cross watcher too. Sometimes the messages are directly for you, so keep that in mind, meaning you may need to reverse the energies. Oh, I love this already. King of Pentacles. I love it. Someone who's finally showing up for you in 3D here, Pisces. That would be nice. I'm using a new deck for you, by the way. It is Awakened Tarot. I just got it, and you're the grand recipient of it. You'll have to let me know if you like it. So the first row, I know you can't see that. I'll hold them up. First row is Aquarius's influence. Second row is Pluto's influence. And right, look at this. Look how this comes out. The Magician, I'm saying these two are past, this is present, this is future. Manifesting something in the past. Pluto comes to 0 degrees of Aquarius and says, you want to rethink that? There's something here that may not be sustainable, or that could be really getting your attention, a big wake-up call. And then there is the Pluto card I referenced, the Judgment card. And there is potential for second chances, reunion, redemption, forgiveness. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. So now, and I love this too, Knight of Cups in the general energy of your connection here. So whatever it is that feels kind of like the ground is shaking beneath your feet, I wouldn't panic, because I do feel this person you're dealing with is coming in into your energetic field in 3D. And I feel they bring with them a lot of love, reconciliation, cause for celebration, and smooth sailing to calmer waters. I love this. So whatever this tower represents, I do believe you get beyond it. The turbulence sort of is left in the rearview mirror. What a powerful reading. Oh, I didn't even show you the top row. So in the past, for the Aquarian influences, here's the beginning of twin flame energy for some of you, right? The beginnings of life partnership or thoughts about it, desires for it, something you've been trying to manifest is maybe this person coming towards you with an offer from their heart. So in the present energy for the Aquarian influence is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups can be about wish fulfillment. It can also be about complacency, right? Somebody needs to take some form of action and they don't. They just kind of rest on their laurels saying, I like things as they are. Let's, but because I see the Page of Pentacles here, I am feeling like there's potential wish fulfillment that you may have a fresh start. The Page of Pentacles to me is about that first baby step in a new direction or a begin again energy, something new to learn, a new environment that you may be taking steps toward or into. I like it a lot. Okay. So let's go ahead and explore the King of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Strength card, Devil. Okay, so your King of Pentacles here, I'm feeling this is their fear, not yours. I'm feeling this whole thing is their energy. And it's the overall energy for the reading, so that's pretty important. And there is this kind of stalling tactic, and maybe it's only because of the fear. But I am absolutely feeling like this person, whoever they are, is kind of trying to get their game face on. Build up the courage and the confidence to know they can overcome the fear, they can reach out, they can show up. And I'm feeling like they're right on they're on the edge. They're right on the edge. In the morning musing, that Two of Pentacles came through, and I said, feels like someone's sitting on the fence. And that may be what I'm seeing here. And it's taking them some time to sort of assess, weigh realities on the ground, sort of plan their approach and get the confidence to override their fear. Please know the only card in the tarot that overcomes the devil is the Strength card. So even though this card shows up and everybody goes, no. First of all, it's inner struggle. It's, our inner demons. It's our inner challenge to overcome the ego, which wants to keep us small. And why? Because the ego doesn't want us to get hurt. So sometimes our ego keeps us hostage, holds us down, keeps us tethered to old ways of being so that we don't, walk toward the edge of the cliff like the fool, take a very long walk off a short pier. So I do feel that they overcome this fear. It just takes them a little time to sort of assess when the timing might be right. To me, the Two of Pentacles is a timing card as well. So let's look at the Four of Wands in the past. I know, my Laura-isms always come out in the Pisces readings for some reason. Yeah, ego doesn't want you to take a long walk off a short pier. Jeez. All right, look. I feel like this is showing me that you met, that it was fate, that it was destiny, and that things moved, like you pumped the brakes so hard because of why? What did I just say? Fear, okay? The moon can be fear too, and that is Pisces energy, by the way. So I'm feeling like the meeting was so profound. It definitely feels twin flame to me, and I feel like that energy just, you went like, whoa, pulling back on the reins because of the intensity of it. Definitely feels like there was energies of, I know this person, this feels like my destiny, my fate, that we meet, and now I'm going to move like slower than molasses. I'm going to be very intentional about everything I say and everything I do. This is 3D energy, that Knight of Pentacles, very much looking down the road, making sure there are no hairpin turns, crossing T's, dotting I's. Is very intentional, but slow. So I feel like whatever happened, this meeting really got your attention. Now we have the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. wow. Oh. So what was I just talking about? Long walk off a short pier. And I said, like the fool coming to the edge of the cliff. Yeah, I feel like this person is definitely going to cut. Your wish will be fulfilled. First of all, they're coming in to clear the air. So that's really helpful. Second of all, who is it? Your King of Swords. King of Swords shows up in so many Pisces readings. Shows up in other readings a lot too, like Sagittarius. It shows up a lot in the Sag readings. Almost every reading for them as well. But in this case, you know who this is. This is the person you really respect and admire. This is someone who has a lot of integrity. But for some reason, they did a bit of a disappearing act. That's why I'm so happy to see the King of Pentacles show up here first, because I kind of feel like they did a disappearing act, or things moved so slowly that they kind of dissolved, is the energy I'm feeling. And I think this person is about to sort of take a leap of faith, and it's going to bring you so much joy, so much like wish fulfillment, emotional balance, to hear from them, to have them tell you like everything. Just spill the tea. And they come in and they stay, which is really nice. So that Fool underneath, it's a little bit your energy, a little bit their energy. I feel like there's like this new, remember I said with the Page of Pentacles, it could be the first steps in a whole new direction. It could also be the restart, the beginning of this connection in a whole new way. I love this. But I think that Knight of Swords is really powerful, because there's something here that I feel you don't know, that hasn't been shared or revealed. And it may be exactly what you need to hear, or in the time frame that you need to hear it. And it will make sense and allow the two of you to move forward with like a fresh start. So let's see the Magician and Pluto's energy in the past. So this is actually when Pluto was in Capricorn, right? Because the past, he just got into Aquarius now. Wow. I feel like you were really trying to manifest forward motion with this person. That would be the dream come true, moving forward. Cancerian energy here on that Magician, which is Mercury, by the way, and the star, that's Aquarius. So very interesting. Underneath, though, there's something here with Justice that feels to me like there was something that wasn't in balance. I'm seeing the Justice card reversed, like there was something that was out of balance energetically, because I have to consider the rest of the reading, right? So I'm feeling like there was a lot of hope, that a wish would be granted, that you could move forward, that Chariot is always about victory and success and triumph, and you were really working to manifest that, but I think something was out of balance or not dealt with in a fair or balanced, I don't know. There's something coming through here with Justice that I'm not picking up fully, but it's almost as if there was something that wasn't dealt with, and therefore that threw everything out of balance. So let's look at the Tower and Judgment. Okay, so I feel like the Tower is like there's just this powerful awareness of feeling out in the cold. There's an energetic distance. I know that's normally a Four of Cups theme, but I'm feeling with the Five of Pentacles that there's this no way to access the warmth of the connection, and feeling that it just may be done. This isn't sustainable. I'm out here, I'm being kept out of the loop. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been discarded by the past life soulmate. There's the Six of Cups, lots of worry about it underneath. I feel like for some of you, this really has, like you're very preoccupied with, I don't want to say doom and gloom. I want to say almost like you're coming to terms with something. And that is the difficult part, is you can't think of anything else. You're coming to terms with the fact that you haven't been in this person's sphere in 3D in a long time. So there may be an opportunity for a reunion. And I feel like right now you're feeling all that energy, just the tension of 0 degrees of Aquarius, Pluto there. And I think it's really knocking you for a loop. Let's see the Judgment card by itself. What was I just saying? The emotional distance. So I do feel like there is an opportunity to repair that. I do feel reunion is possible, and I'm seeing it more in terms of communication, but because we have the King of Pentacles, I wouldn't be surprised if this person wanted to speak to you face to face. But right now, you're pretty distraught, and you're definitely feeling the emotional distance. Okay, so in the connection here, we've got the Knight of Cups, 3 of Cups. There's Judgment again, Temperance, 10 of Cups. Really beautiful. For some reason, I'm almost seeing this Tower energy as part of what was not in balance in the past. So it's kind of coming through not as the 0 degrees point, but as how you left, how when Pluto left Capricorn, that energy of crash and burn for you. Check your own, if you keep a journal, if you keep a calendar, check back on those dates. Check back to like a week or 2 ago even, how you might have been feeling that everything was falling apart, that you weren't feeling closer, you were feeling more distant. Because what I'm seeing in the connection is that reunion, is that opportunity for reunion, for second chances because of your patience. There's Temperance. And we have the 10 of Cups underneath, which is really beautiful. And the 3 of Cups would be a cause for celebration. So I almost feel like what I want to tell you is take no impulsive action. Not that you would, but Temperance is about self-control and restraint, lots of patience, the wisdom to know that in time, all the energies will come into flow and balance. And you will have this opportunity for a second chance, for reunion, for forgiveness if it's required, for reconciliation if it's required. But I'm almost feeling like these two are out of place, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's look at the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Yes. All right. So you know how sometimes one of you is, there could be third party here. I'm saying like third party. And I feel like it's a karmic partner that your person was dealing with. And I absolutely feel like there was a lot of sabotage afoot, and you're finally going to get beyond that. I don't think you're going to get beyond it. I think they're going to get beyond it, and that kind of paves the way for what I see here in your connection. This opportunity for, you know, let's give this another go. In other words, this Fool with the Page of Pentacles, the freedom to kind of leap into the new timeline together. And I do feel like that's pretty good, but I do feel like there's something that has to be offloaded, which is a lot of negative energy coming from third party, again, which is this Queen of Wands here. I'm even feeling this energy pretty powerfully. It's come through in your readings before, Pisces, so I'm just drawing your attention to it for those of you that go, yep, 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 because some of you have been following the Pisces readings for a long time, and so I like to loop them together when that sort of happens in a reading, which it does. So I do feel like together you get beyond something that has been very toxic, very negative, negatively charged, very karmic, and it bridges the gap between you, brings this energy to an end, so that justice, which was things out of balance, now can come in upright, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, but I can tell, like, you're feeling this, like I said, that needle on the zero, like a Geiger counter, measuring quake energy. And you're definitely feeling the distance, and you're definitely feeling some rejection even, and there may be an opportunity for some forgiveness around that, for second chances around that. Whew. Oh my gosh. Let me see the Six of Swords by itself. Yes. That's a yes from the universe, right? The clarity, the insight, the epiphany, the aha moment. Everything becomes very clear. So I do feel like I'm seeing reunion, some clearing of the air, this person showing up in 3D, whether face-to-face or not. I feel like the communication will be very grounded, very clear, and will kind of dispel a lot of the fearful, anxious energy you're carrying right now. Okay, so I'm going to read you the astrology that came through. Before I do that, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to the extended, and we're going to read all about your friend, the King of Pentacles here. So we're going to see Aquarian influence for them, Pluto's influence for them. Their third row will be their intentions toward you and the connection. Okay, so right now we've got King of Pentacles is Taurus. Strength card is Leo. The Devil is Capricorn. We've got the Moon is Pisces. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo's energy. This is Jupiter, Sagittarian energy. Knight of Swords is Gemini. King of Swords is Aquarius. The Fool is Aquarius. How appropriate that they showed up in the Aquarian influence. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Magician is Mercury. That's Virgo and Gemini. This is Cancerian energy in the Chariot. More Aquarius in the Star. Justice is Libra. Tower is Mars. That rules Aries. Judgment is Pluto. Rules Scorpio. How appropriate. And I even often feel like the Tower has some Plutonian energy, because Mars once upon a time ruled Scorpio. So this kind of is a Mars/Pluto card, if you go back to originalist astrology, traditional astrology as they call it. So we have the Knight of Cups is Pisces. There's our Judgment card again. That's Pluto. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. Queen of Wands is Aries. That's what I've got for you here, Pisces. Pretty intense reading, actually. Not surprising, because Pluto's an intense planet. I look forward to seeing you in the extended. The link's below. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.